Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty sale starts tomorrow. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at all of the products I would recommend checking out during the sale. Hi, welcome if you're new here. My name is Bridget, and today we're going to look at everything that is going to be on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty sale at Ulta. So if you've never heard of this sale or never shopped it before, it is, like it says, a 21-day sale. And the way it works is basically on every day throughout these 21 days, there will be select beauty items that will be 50% off. So Ulta calls these their beauty steals. So each day there are different items. I would say on each day there's maybe like 5 to 7 items. So it is a little bit more of a restrictive sale just because it's not like a standard percentage off the entire store. It's only on select things, but the discount is 50% off. So if you are able to find a product you are interested in trying or you've used before and love and it is part of the sale, it is a really good deal. So I am going to open up the app and we're going to take a look at all of these products that are on sale and what I recommend checking out. Now, I'm not going to go through every single item just because I think that would take a lot. And there are plenty of items on here that I have never tried before and also some that like don't really interest me. So I want to just focus on what I recommend and things that also have caught my eye that I want to try because this is such a great deal. I mean, 50% off is pretty hard to get. Like, you can get 20% off here and there, obviously there's other big sales, and Ulta even will have coupons a lot for like 20% off, or if you spend $100, you get $20 off, basically 20% off. So I just think that 50% off is pretty great. So let's go through and let's start with everything that's going to be on sale starting tomorrow. I do want to point out that if you are a diamond or platinum member, yeah, that's what they call them, they're Ulta members, you can actually shop this sale on March 6th. So you get to shop the sale a day early. I don't know if it's everything, but it seems to say early access to shop over 30 brands before they drop. So that's kind of crazy that it would be everything, because that means that everything throughout the whole 21 days. The other thing that they're doing that's new this year is they are having some items each week. So throughout the 3 weeks, each week there will be items that are 50% off throughout the whole week as opposed to just one day. So that's something new that they're doing this year. I also recommend getting the Ulta app if you're interested in shopping this sale, because I have found that sometimes there are items that are like app exclusive. So they're a part of the sale, but they're not available on the website. So never hurts to just have the app just to make sure. So let's start with the items that I want to call out for tomorrow. So the very first item is the NARS Afterglow Liquid Blush. This item has caught my eye. I have actually never tried these. I know that they like recently reformulated, maybe over a year ago. They've been reformulating like a lot of their products, but I believe they're still like, it's still a really good formulation. I've heard good things about it. And their classic, orgasm blush, they have that in this liquid form. So I am excited to try this. There's a bunch of new shades and it retails for $32. So 50% off. I will take that. And I am a sucker for blush. I feel like I probably have plenty, but can you ever have too many blushes, even if they're all a very similar shade? So I'm going to be checking that out, and that is like the first item on here. The next item I wanted to throw out was these Kitsch, I think I'm saying that right, Kitsch satin pillowcases. This is an item, they're pretty affordable on their own, but 50% off, like you can get one of them for like $10. It's nice to have a satin pillowcase, good for your hair. I think they're a really great brand, so just a fun item to check out. Moving on, there are a couple Benefit brow products that are on sale. So the Give Me Brow Tinted Volumizing Eye Gel. This is a classic, been around forever. I think that this is a great time to get it. It retails for $27. So then 50% off. You're probably going to hear me say 50% off a lot because that's a good discount. And then lastly, on Friday, the next item I would recommend is the Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes Mascara, the original purple one. They have this like platinum one. I don't know what that is, but the original, the purple one, I love that mascara. I think that's a great one. And high-end mascaras, honestly, they're a lot of the time really good, but you just don't want to pay that price for a product that, you know, can dry out quickly, you should get rid of after 3 months. So getting it on sale, it's $27. It definitely used to be like $20, I feel like, way back. All of these products, everything's gone up, but getting that 50% off brings it pretty much to like drugstore pricing. So those are the things that caught my eye. Moving on to Saturday, March 8th, the second day of the sale. The first item that catches my eye is one of the Peach and Lily products on sale. So there's 2 of them. One is their Transparency Brightening Moisturizer. I love Peach and Lily. I think they're a great brand. I've been happy with like pretty much all the products I've tried from them. I don't think, honestly, that moisturizer interests me that much. It's just a vitamin C moisturizer, and like, yes, that's great. Like, vitamin C is a great ingredient, but I feel like there's just a certain time when you want to wear that. And at night, I'm often using like retinol. I try to, you know, kind of every other day use a retinoid, and I don't really want to mix that with vitamin C. And so that's just not what I'm going for, but their retinol serum I am intrigued by because I really like the brand, and it is kind of a pricey serum. It is $55, so getting it on sale is great to try. The next product is the Born This Way concealer. This is a great concealer. I don't currently have this in my collection. I don't know, whenever I last had it, threw it out, or I don't think I fully used it up. It was probably like expired. I didn't like immediately repurchase it because there have been a lot of concealers that have come out since then. I mean, this has been around for years, but this is a great concealer, and you also get a lot of product in it. I do know, me personally, I had to get 2 shades. So I had to get the shade Cloud and Marshmallow, their 2 lightest shades, and mix them. And it was a pretty good mix when I did that. But this is a really great concealer. Very long wear, full coverage, not too heavy. I think definitely heavier than some of the concealers that have come out lately. I do feel like there's more of a trend for like these lightweight serum light concealers. I mean, one that comes to mind I have right in front of me is the Tower 28. This is one of my favorites. This is very light, whereas this Born This Way is thicker, but I didn't find it to be too heavy. So it being on sale is definitely something I'm intrigued to re-pick up. It's interesting though because it's $36 regularly. I swear I bought this when it first came out, probably like 8 years ago at this point. Yeah, that's so crazy, but it was only like $30 or like $29. So everything's getting a little pricier over the years. The next item was the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. I actually have it right here. This is a great setting spray. It's a classic. It's been around forever. I do like this. This used to be my go-to, but I do feel like the Charlotte Tilbury is better. So I always use this one to set my makeup. What I often use this for now, because I still have it to like use it up, is when I want really full long-lasting makeup. I will kind of spray this throughout my makeup process. I actually saw this from a Nikki LaRose video. I love her, you should follow her. She is just like such a great makeup artist and posts such great tips, and she did a video for like a long-lasting like budge proof makeup where she sprayed setting spray on her face before starting her makeup, almost locking in her skin prep and then going in with foundation, and then she would spray throughout. I have done that, and this works well for it because it's not sticky. It's fairly lightweight, whereas this is pretty heavy duty. It can feel a little sticky. Once it's on, I don't like notice it, but I don't know that I like it like using it that much throughout the makeup routine. So I do recommend the all-nighter, but I stay tuned for a few days later because actually the travel size of the Charlotte Tilbury is also part of this sale. The other thing I wanted to call out, the It Cosmetics brushes for Ulta, I think they're all like for Ulta, but these are on sale like all throughout the 21 days. So on the second day, there's a bunch of them listed. So these are really great brushes. So I would look through and see if any of them catch your eye. There's other ones throughout. So I almost feel like, honestly, on each day or every other day, there's like a new brush part of this sale. So this is something where I would definitely go through. The brushes on this day might not be for you, but there are some other ones throughout the sale. And then the last product is the Pureology Multitasking Leave-In Conditioner. I love this. This is an amazing leave-in conditioner. This I've been using forever. I find it to be really great for fine hair. I have kind of replaced it with the Redken one. I do like that one just a hair better, but if I had never used the Redken one, I would still absolutely love this Pureology one. So I do recommend it, and I actually think it will work regardless of your hair type. So me with fine hair, I like it a lot. I feel like it doesn't weigh my hair down. I think you will especially like it if you have thicker hair because you can apply like a lot more. The Redken one I think is like amazing for fine hair. All right, the third day, the one that caught my eye was the CosRX Snail Mucin Power Essence. This is a classic product. I think this is great that this is on sale. This is a great hydrating essence, kind of tonery serum. I would say it's more serum-like because that snail mucin is so like viscousy. I don't want to say sticky because it's not quite sticky, but snail mucin is such a great product to hydrate and really plump the skin. So this is something that I want to pick up during the sale. Moving right along to Monday, March 10th. The only thing that really interest me in this was the Kinship Firming Ceramide Plus Collagen Cream. I'd never heard of this product. I've used some Kinship products before and I like them, and this just looked interesting. I mean, I am always kind of looking out nowadays for like, you know, more like quote products with kind of anti-aging ingredients, and also just the photos, it just looks like such a creamy, like thick moisturizer, which I love. I love a nice rich moisturizer at night, so I am tempted by this one. The next product, the About Face Liquid Eye Paints. I actually have a couple of these. These are pretty nice. They are really long lasting. You do have to work kind of quickly because they dry pretty quickly, but if you want like a all liquid eyeshadow base, this is great because then you can just put stuff on, you know, put eyeshadow on top, but these will stay, and they have a lot of colors and most of them are matte, which is kind of unique for liquid eyeshadow, and they're pretty cheap to begin with, so getting them on sale is nice. The only other one I saw on this day, this is on Tuesday, March 11th, is the curling iron from BioIonic. I've not tried this curling iron. I've heard great things about the brand, and it is $160 normally. So that's expensive. So getting it on sale is really nice. It's still expensive, but you know, sometimes like really nice curling irons are worth it. So just flagging that. Moving right along to Wednesday, March 12th. The second item, the Smashbox mattifying primer. I have like always wanted to try this because there are times where, especially in the summer, just depending on what's happening with my skin or the foundation or skin tint I want to use, where I really appreciate something like extra mattifying under, like a primer. And this also has salicylic acid, so it's supposed to help control oil. And I do have combination skin, so my T-zone in the center of my face do get oily, and I notice it most honestly when wearing makeup because it can really break down that makeup. So this has been intriguing because it has salicylic acid in it, so it should help to keep your skin and your oils under control during the day. So I think I'm going to pick that up during the sale. Nothing else really caught my eye. All right, moving on to Thursday, March 12th. I have never tried REM Beauty. I believe that's Ariana Grande's like makeup line. But I have actually heard good things about a lot of their products. And these Essential Drip Glossy Balms, which are in like a lip gloss formula, they have really good reviews and they look really nice. They look really juicy. There's a fair amount of colors. They're only like $19, so getting them on sale, I think I'm gonna give these a try. And this, we're kind of moving into some of the days where I feel like there aren't really many good items. Moving right along to Friday, March 14th, the product that jumped out to me was the Lancome Lash Idol mascara. This is like one of my favorite mascaras. I just wish it wasn't $30 because that's pricey. So getting it for $15 is way better, and there are honestly like a lot of drugstore mascaras that are close to that. So I will probably pick that up during this sale. The slip hair scrunchies did jump out to me because these are silk scrunchies. They're kind of small, they're like narrower. These are $45 for, I don't know, like a 6-pack. They're pretty expensive to begin with. It is silk. So with the sale, that's nice, but it's still a lot to pay for scrunchies. So if you really like these or want the silk scrunchies, want a thinner one, that's a good sale. All right, and then Saturday, March 15th, the first item is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This is an OG classic product. I have one right here. This is probably expired. I mean, I've had it for like over a year now, so probably. But this is just like a classic. I don't really reach for this much anymore though, I'll be honest, because it is pretty... Oh, actually, it says expired January 2025, so that's okay because I bought some new makeup and I need room, so that's okay. I can get rid of this, but it is a classic. It is a great product. I just feel like, I don't know, there's so many other things nowadays, and it's very thick. Now, it is full coverage, but it is thick. I mean, you can blend it out and it looks beautifully and it will last. And SPF 50 is pretty great to find in a, like, it's a foundation. CC cream is a ridiculous name. This is like more full coverage and thicker than some of my true foundations that are called foundations. But that's okay. This is a great product, so I know if you've tried this before or you are curious about it, this is a great one to get during the sale. I just kind of feel like maybe my days of the IT Cosmetics CC Cream are done. I used to love this. I remember Makeup by Tiffany D. If you follow her, this product was like kind of new to the market at the time. IT Cosmetics was kind of still just starting out. She talked about it and I bought it. I probably didn't need it. I was like probably 19 or 20 at the time, but I loved it. Yeah, I probably didn't need it. It was probably too heavy, but I also don't think I put much on. I didn't really have much I needed to cover, but this is a great product. I just think that for me, it's not something I'm going to go with. It is heavily fragranced. Again, it's that more citrus. It's like that. It has lemon peel oil, I think, in it, or it's at least fragrance with like the linalool. There's like 2 of them, but those smell kind of this like lemony, citrusy. It kind of smells a little like cleaning supplies, but it's an OG. I think it's like always on sale, usually part of this sale. There are some products I've seen for a while now. So moving on, the Benefit Cosmetics Pore Professional Primers are on sale. This is a classic. I think this is a great primer. I think there's so many pore primers out there, but this still stands like the test of time. It just feels really good on the skin. There's just something about the texture that is different from some others that are like too slippy. I feel like this is kind of that right in between. So this is a great one to pick up during the sale. All right, moving on to March 16th. Actually, I think this is one of the days where there was nothing that jumped out to me. Yeah, so we're gonna skip March 16th. We're gonna move on to Monday, March 12th. The first thing that jumped out to me from these sales were the nude sticks. These are really great. I hear great things about these blushes and I've wanted to try them. I don't know if they're reformulating these or not because they've been like 50% off at Sephora, or some of them have here and there, but pretty regularly for the past few months. I don't know if they still are, and I wanted to buy some, but all the shades I was looking at were sold out. So I'm gonna see if I can get these during the sale. The Foreo Luna facial cleansing device is another one I would recommend. I've not tried this specific Go, but I have had a Foreo Luna. I don't know if it was like 2, 3 or something. It's been a while now. And I put this in the self-care category. You do not need a facial cleansing brush, but this does feel really good. So it is, you know, it can help provide a little bit of exfoliation with your cleanser, but it's also just a nice massage. This is not a product you need, not a necessity at all. I just think it's a fun self-care product. Also, if you have a family member with a birthday coming up, this is a great item. I think it makes like a great gift item. So getting it on sale is awesome. So I do recommend that, but again, it's not a necessity. So if you've been intrigued by it or would be willing to spend the money on it, why not get it 50% off? That was really all for March 17th. So moving on to Tuesday, March 18th. The Briogeo Scalp Scrub Shampoo is a great one, especially if you have a lot of buildup in your hair. Maybe you only wash your hair maybe twice or once a week. This is great because it is an exfoliating shampoo. So it has like a grittiness to it, and it helps to really like kind of get in and exfoliate the scalp, but it also has charcoal that helps to detoxify, and then it does lather up like a shampoo. I would recommend this, especially if you have been looking for a scalp scrub, because it's gentle and does lather. So it's not just a scrub, it really is a scrub shampoo. And that was it for that day. March 19th. Okay, nothing really caught my eye on Wednesday, March 19th, but moving on to Thursday, March 20th. There's also nothing that caught my eye. So I knew there were like a couple days that were kind of duds for me personally, but then Friday, March 21st. So MAC Fix Plus is on here. That's just like a classic product, you know, getting it 50%. It's $34, so getting it 50% off is great. This is just a really great refresher. I actually feel like this is something that I would want to use right now on my makeup. So I actually just filmed a first impressions of some drugstore makeup that I got at Ulta. So I'll be posting an Ulta haul and then the first impressions, but my makeup feels like a little dry today, and I feel like this would be a great thing that just like kind of freshens it up, but it's not going to disrupt it. So that's the type of product I feel like this is just one of those things you want in your collection. You might not use it every day when you do your makeup, but it's nice to have. And it is a classic. So moving on to Saturday, March 22nd, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray, the travel size is available. So yes, it is a bummer it's not like the full size, but honestly the travel size is pretty decent size, and it's a great way to try the product too if you're unsure. Because it is pricey. It'd be nice if the full size was 50% off, but I swear by this. This is the best setting spray I've ever used. I have a travel size because when I fell in love with this, I knew I needed to take it when I traveled, and this is way too big, so I bought the travel size. And you know, travel sizes, a lot of the time you're paying more for the product. I was willing to do that. I mean, I don't know, I have to do the math, but I'm almost positive. Sometimes you're paying for the smaller packaging, sometimes you're not, but getting that 50% off is $23 for the travel, so, and it's only an ounce. And if you're interested in trying it, this would be a great time to try it. And I told you I was going to say 50% off a lot in this video, but 50% off, I absolutely recommend. So even if you've never tried it before, I would just get the travel size and try it that way, because it's like the best value at that price. Okay, so actually this is funny, but this is the item I'm most excited for is the Beauty Blender Pro. So I love a beauty blender. I got a nice dirty one right here because I just do my makeup. I am a sponge girly. I do use brushes more. I've kind of been doing both, like apply the foundation with the brush, then go over with the sponge, and that is like the perfect combo. But I've always loved a sponge. I don't think I'm ever gonna not use a sponge, and I've tried a lot of them, and at the end of the day, I just feel like, in my opinion, the Beauty Blender is the best. I always go back to it. They have actually had the Beauty Blender as part of this sale for the last couple sales, and I actually stocked up on it because it's a $20 sponge. Like, that's pretty crazy for a sponge, and you need to be throwing it out. Like, I try to remember when I opened it so that I can throw it out like 3 months later, because sponges can harbor a lot of bacteria. I have been stocking up because this has been on sale, and getting it for $10 is so much better than getting it for $20. However, it has just been the original, the pink one, on sale, and I know that they're not any different. The Pro one, the black one, is supposed to be the exact same material, exact same sponge. It's just called the Pro one because it's black, and that just looks more professional. But I swear it's better. I can't explain it, but I swear I like it more. But I haven't actually used it in a while because I have stocked up on the original during this sale. So the last sale in the fall, I got like 2 or 3 maybe, and then the sale before that, they also had this on sale. But I only have one left that I haven't opened. So I'm kind of going to stock up on this black one because I don't know what it is, but I swear this is better, and I can't be alone in that. So this is a great deal, and getting it for $10 is way better than $20. Then we're almost to the end of these 21 days. So Sunday, March 23rd, this IT Cosmetics brush, this blurring concealer brush, I think I'm actually going to get because I don't have anything quite like that. All of my concealer brushes are, you know, very like, are flatter. Like, I don't have something that's like fluffy and circular like this. I feel like this would be good for spot concealing. I do have this like really old Morphe brush that's like that, but I only use this for powders. I'm sure it would be fine, as it's meant for both. I could use this liquid, but I don't know. I'm just committed to it being for powders. So this one actually catches my eye. Okay, Wednesday, March 26th, the product I wanted to flag was the Living Proof Bond Complex Leave-In Treatment. I have this. I've been using it for a while now, and I think it was on sale in the last sale, and I actually got one. So I still have that. So I'm not going to purchase this again because I haven't even opened the backup yet, but I'm coming close to it. But this is another like bond treatment. This is something you put in after you shower, so it should be like the first thing you put in, kind of like a leave-in conditioner. I think you're supposed to leave it in for like 10 minutes before you apply anything else. So I will use this periodically, maybe like once a week. I do feel like it makes my hair very soft. It's specifically supposed to help strengthen your hair. So it does work on helping to rebuild broken bonds in your hair, but specifically to strengthen it, to protect it from future damage. So I do think this is a nice product, and I haven't found it to be too heavy on my fine hair. I do think you can go overboard with it. I usually just apply a pump, but I don't usually then still feel it afterwards. So that's a great deal. I think it's like 34. Oh, it's 45. So I'll take it for 50% off. That was the only one that called to me on that day. And then the very last day, Thursday, March 27th. So the Kate Somerville cleanser. This is the Eradicate 3% Sulfur Daily Foaming Cleanser and Acne Treatment. I have this product. Dr. Shireen Idris talked about it because sulfur is a really good ingredient for breakouts. Sulfur doesn't smell great. So if you've ever used like a sulfur spot treatment, it does not smell very great, but this actually is fragranced, so it does hide the smell. I don't have an issue with it because it's in a cleanser And what's really unique about this product is it actually feels like a mask. So when I put it on, I feel like I'm putting on like a clay mask, but it never dries. So you're never getting that like dry feeling of a clay mask where it dries down and it's tight, because it is a cleanser. But you can leave it on for a little bit before you wash it off. So if my skin is just kind of going through it and I notice like a few more breakouts, I will use this like a mask. I'll put it on, maybe leave it on for like a couple minutes, and then I'll wash it off. It does feel nice. It has a very nice texture. That's the only way I can explain it. It's like a mask, like a clay mask, but it's really creamy and doesn't dry down. So you can leave it on for a little while as a mask, and it is very popular. And if you have used a sulfur like acne treatment before and you like it, I would try this because it does not have that bad sulfur smell to it. And then the very last product I am planning to try is the Supergoop sunscreen powder. I have like always been tempted to buy these. I think Tarte also has like one or two as well. I just always talk myself out of it because they are a little pricey for what they are. You get very little powder, but I think these are just a great way to touch up your makeup. Now, this would not be my sole SPF, and it's only like SPF 35 too. I would obviously in the summer want sunscreen, but this I think is a great touch-up product. So if I'm wearing makeup, I want to touch up my makeup, but I'm going to be outside and I also want a little bit of that extra SPF. I think this is great. It does come with a brush on the thing, and I tried it in stores and it was a pretty soft brush. Okay, so that is all of the items I wanted to call it from the sale. Those are all the day specific beauty steals, but like I said, they are having week-long ones. So for the 3 weeks of the sale, for the first week from March 7th to 13th, there are a couple of products that are going to be 50% all week. And not much really catches my eye from here. The Bare Minerals bronzer, blush slash bronzers, did jump out to me because I've heard really good things about these, and I think that these would be really nice in the summer because they have a little bit of like a bronzy glow, but they're blushes too, so you're kind of getting a all for one. This was the only thing on that week that jumped out. There's a bunch of hair products, but nothing that really called to me. In the second week, March 14th to 20th, the Benefit cheek and lip stains are available. These are like such OG products. I'm hoping it's all the colors because you get the original Benetint. Oh my gosh, I remember being in high school, like going to the Benefit counter and like trying these in the Macy's, like the Benefit counter. But this is an OG classic, and I feel like it's also kind of made a comeback because I've seen people using these more and more. So Benefit is one of those brands that it's kind of quiet for a while, but they've had some staples that are still around. So this is great. It's $26, so very affordable on sale, and it's on sale the whole week. There's also other hair products. So the Curlsmith brand, there's a bunch of different, if you have curly hair, there's a bunch of different products on sale during this time. So then the very last week, there's actually more that caught my eye this week. March 21st through 27th. The beauty steals that are going to be 50% off the whole week are the Urban Decay foundation, the Face Bond waterproof self-setting foundation. I tried this. I couldn't find quite a good color match, and I ended up returning it because I tried a couple colors. It was also very drying because it does set down really quickly, so it is self-setting. I think if you have oily skin, you would love this, and I think it's also great for the summer, but I think it's a little too drying for me. I couldn't find a good shade, and then I just didn't love it, so I didn't have the urge to like buy multiple shades and mix it. Although it is 50% off, so I could do that, but I don't think I'm going to. The other product that I saw were the Tarte Sculpt, like the liquid contour, blush, highlighter, the like in the thing, the squeezy. These have been like all over my TikTok feed. I think because like I watched one video and someone was selling it and TikTok knew, and now like I'm constantly seeing these, but I have been intrigued by them. I know some people really don't like the squishy, but it does make for a really easy application of like a cream, like a liquid contour blush. So I am intrigued by these. I might be tempted by the highlighter because you'll see in my full face like of new drugstore makeup, I tried a highlighter balm and it was like, okay, I feel like that's not an easy format for a highlighter. I just feel like powder highlighters are more the way to go to like get the right diffusion, but I am a little tempted by the liquid one. And that wraps it up. So I'm really excited for this sale. You know, I feel like I've shopped this sale for the last couple years, but it is one where maybe there's only one thing out of that list you like, or maybe there's none and therefore just doesn't apply to you. And that happens. I think that's the only downside. It's a little bit of a limiting sale, whereas there are others where it's like, you know, X% off store wide. But I still think that if there is something you love, even if you only get one product out of the sale, it's kind of a great deal. Well, I hope you guys liked this video. Comment below if there was anything that caught your eye that you want to pick up during the sale. I would love to see what everyone is getting, and I'll definitely share with you guys what I end up deciding on. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this content, if you want to hear more about makeup, recommendations, I would love it if you would subscribe. Until next time, bye.